What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Richie Take Profit. I'm back here with another video. In today's video, I'm gonna be telling you about learning to lose so you can win. So in trading, you're gonna lose a lot. You're gonna lose a ton, back to back. Might even go on a losing streak. So you need to understand when you're losing a ton in the market, it's something that you need to learn. Don't ever start losing and trading and just feel like this isn't a thing for you or you're gonna feel like giving up. No. Losing is going to be happening in trading no matter what. On your way to the top, you're going to lose. So as you lose, what I'm gonna need you to do, I'm gonna need you to learn from it. Don't just lose and blow up, throw a hissy fit and walk away and be done. You need to actually pay attention to things that's happening on the charts, in your personal life. This is where you grow. This is where you look at your environment and you have to make sure that things are in order for you to succeed. Because when you're losing, there's a reason why. You don't just lose for no reason, right? There's some chances where when you're trading, you're gonna lose regardless. You can follow your rules, everything can go right. So whenever you're doing consistent trades and you start journaling, which I'm finna drop a video on journaling, so stay tuned, you'll be able to see and have a track record and have proof, have data that's gonna be able to back up everything that's going on the charts. So you're gonna know if you do take a loss and it has to do something with the charts or it's just a funny day, cool. But keep a track record so you can see patterns. See patterns in what's going on that week. Was there news, right? Was there a person talking that moves the market, like Powell, right? Is an election, what we just dealt with not too long ago, right? The markets were all over the place. Everything was chaotic. So if you took a lot of losses during election week, that's something you need to pay attention to because you're gonna learn from it. Every loss in trading is a lesson. We shouldn't even call it a loss in trading. We should call it a lesson. Either you took a win today, which you can still learn from, or you can lose, which is a lesson, right? When you lose, there's a lesson behind it, okay? That's point blank, period. There shouldn't be a day where you take a loss and you don't have something journaled down telling you why you lost. It's very important that you do that in order to elevate and grow and be a better trader day in and day out, because it's gonna happen no matter what, okay? Next thing, when you're on YouTube and you're looking at creators, learn from them, learn from other people's mistakes, because other people make mistakes in trading too that you can learn from. Just watch them and study them. You need to study these creators. You need to study things that they may deal with. Really be analytical about the people you watch. There's things you can learn from them. You can learn from their failures, and I'm pretty sure they will tell you about them. So if anything ever goes wrong, I'll always tell y'all like what I learned from it to help better you guys, so you can avoid those mistakes in the future. Because literally, like, the quicker that you can learn, the quicker you can reach profitability in the market, because there's gonna be so many things coming at you when it comes to like day by day. You know, random events can happen, distractions can happen, life can happen. So you have to be analytical of everything going on with your day, and you need to journal. Journaling is going to be the main thing that's gonna allow you to keep track of all of that stuff, right? So back to creators and learning from other people. You're gonna have to watch and pay attention to what they're doing. Pay attention to what they're doing, what they're saying. Pay attention to their life events, pregnancies, family issues, everything. All of that can affect trading. It is very sensitive. It's very sensitive, and it's very important that you watch creators and you know what's going on, because that's something you can take in and put in for your own like situation, so that way you can be better as a trader. It's very important that y'all do that. As you continue to grow as a trader, as you continue to get better, that's when you'll start seeing more success in your results. Your results will get better. You might start seeing more green days. And you know why? It could be because you learned that me trading on a Friday, when there's like FOMC, I think that's what it's called, FOMC, or, you know, there's going to be a super high event. The first Friday of the month, I lost. Like, I always lose the first Friday of the month. Why? Because it's so volatile. Like, the market is super volatile. So every Friday I know I'm not trading. So boom, you remove days that you shouldn't trade, right? For like literally in the first week of the month, I'm pretty slow, right? I don't really try to do too much. Try to see what Monday's hitting for, see what Tuesday's hitting for. I stay away from the Wednesdays and I stay away from the Fridays on that first week. Well, guess why? Because when I go back and look at my track record, I have a 20% win percentage. But I wasn't paying attention to that because I'm so ready to go hit the markets, go make money, right? Chasing money and all that type of stuff. So you need to know what days to stay away from. Those are things that you learn from losing all the time. You having a track record is the only way that you even know that you're making a big mistake. And that's the only way you're gonna be able to fix it and move forward as a trader, right? And that can be depending on the pair. It could be what time you trade, all of these things. You need to be marking up what time you took a trade. You need to know what pair you were trading. You need to know why you got in, your confluences, all of these things you need to keep a track record of. So you know, hey, these confluences work the most, these don't. These times always give me BS, these times don't. I notice when I trade this pair at this time with the news, the trade doesn't really take off until 9 a.m. instead of 8:30. You need to know these things so that way you can learn from your losses, learn from your mistakes, fix them, and then that's where profitability starts to shift in your favor. You're not going to be losing as much. You're going to have this. Pretty much this is how trading is going to go. When you're at the beginning, you're losing. You're falling, you sliding down a slide. You're sliding down an avalanche, a mountain, a Mount Everest. You're falling. Then you get to a point where you're like in the middle, where you're kind of like on waves, like water, up and down, up and down, up and down. Then you start understanding how to float and how to fly. That's when you pretty much learn from your mistakes and you remove those things from your trading plan in order to create a more consistent and more winning strategy that's going to be more profitable for you. So, hey, just take it from me. In that stage right now, I'm floating. Like, I'm floating. I'm bouncing up and down. I'm floating, then I may fall a little bit. I float and I fall. So there's a little bit of tweaking I have to do to reach that point. So it's good that you're getting this advice from somebody that's actually like in the same process that you're in, right? Y'all gonna be able to see the change from the beginning to, well, this is pretty much the middle of my journey. This is still the beginning. I'm not even gonna lie. Because even when I reach profitability, right? Like, I'm right there, but when you reach that point, it's still the beginning of your journey, right? So it's gonna be a lot of things y'all can learn from me, learn from my mistakes, and I can easily tell y'all as a trader that's still on that journey, what not to do. And like I said, I'll be able to provide that value super easy. And once you finally reach that point where you are successful, guess what? You have all this information, you have all the data, you have all the experience, right? All the experience, all the data that you need to keep your success, maintain your success. Because people get lucky. Like I said, people that get successful, really lucky, really early, I just say it's beginner's luck, right? Not down to nobody as a trader or anything, but it's just, there's no way you're gonna come into the market and make all this money without enough experience to back it up long term. You can literally come in the market, go stupid your first 3 months, and then it's a new quarter, and then the market completely shifts, or there's a new tech company that's coming in, like, you can have a very, like, trading is gonna be consistent at a certain period of time, working with a certain set of rules. You need the experience in your pair and your strategy, so that way you can tweak it and get better. That's how it all starts. That's why you'll start with somebody's strategy, realize you need to tweak it to be more matched for you, right? You might see that even you following your mentor, that he or she may miss something that you catch on to, and you'll see they'll lose that trade and you take the other trade and win. And you'll be like, that's something that my mentor is missing, but I'm gonna implement that into my strategy and tweak it. That's how you truly win in this game. Now, it's gonna take a lot of time. It's gonna take experience, week after week, day after day, failing, but that is how you're going to eventually win. And when you win, I'm telling you now, you're gonna know exactly what not to do to maintain. And that's where discipline is gonna come in. And that's where you're gonna have to really tell yourself every single day, am I doing the right thing on the charts? Am I doing the right thing for my environment? Am I doing the right things? Am I doing like a routine that's gonna help me be successful day in and day out? Am I watching the news? Am I watching like the volatility in the market? You got to pay attention to everything. And you have to make sure you're journaling and you're back testing, because you're going to learn from all of these different ways, right? There's so much to trading, y'all. I know, I get it. It's very lengthy and it's a very long journey. But these are these key things that you need, because when you lose or when somebody else is losing, you need to pay attention why. And sometimes your brain will pretty much just give you things, right? For example, like I said, when I was under a mentor, I would notice when there's gaps in the market and they don't pay attention to the gaps in the market, they're still having their bias and their confluences for the upside, but I see a gap that's way below. So as soon as the market opens, it drops straight down and they're getting in for a buy position off of a fake rejection, and then just boom. I'm watching it. I've watched it happen 2 times, and the third time I took a trade to fill the gap and I won, and that person's his stop loss. So it's just things like that. Learning from somebody else's mistakes will result to you having a win, and then you use that win, learn from it, and implement it into your trading strategy. So I hope I pretty much cleared it up for the most part. Like, you need, all right, my bad, y'all. My video cut out. I don't know what happened. But yeah, as I was saying, you need to know how to pay attention to your losses. They're just lessons. You need to learn from them. You need to journal. You need to back test. You need to study what days work, what days don't work. You need to see if news is affecting your pair or not on certain days. You need to pay attention to everything that's going to affect your day. Once you have your technicals laid out, you need to pay attention. Was your psychology good that day? Were you following your habits? Were you following your trading plan? Were you emotional? You know, all of these things are going to matter when it comes to trading. Make sure that you're watching your mentors. Make sure that you can pay attention to them the days that they lose, and see if you can figure out why. Really be creative and really be pay attention and be like very focused on the charts when you're trading. Go back and look at things. Go back and rewatch everything. Every week you should be having weekly trading logs. You need to be studying a lot. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort to really build skin in this game. And there's no telling when you're gonna actually be profitable, but this is gonna be the quickest way to avoid these mistakes. So that way when you're profitable, you can stay profitable and stay profitable for the long term, not just the short term. So with that being said, make sure you drop a like below in today's video. If you enjoyed it, leave a comment. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you want to see from me next. Make sure y'all follow the Instagram at Ruchi Take Profit. It should be somewhere over here. And until next time, as I always say, keep grinding and growing, okay? Put God first. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.